What's going on, guys? It's Jam. By the way, I just want to thank you guys for all the love and support on those Fall Guys videos. Again, it's just insane. That video has like 60, 70,000 likes as well. It's just, we got a blog post here from Call of Duty. Mercenaries of Fortune mid-season announcement. So this is Season 4 Reloaded. T-800 and T-1000 deployed. Titanium Trials in Call of Duty Warzone Desolation Map in Vanguard. So this is a preview for Season 4 Reloaded. Hopefully it's something good. Fortune's Keep Curse Ground public event live prior to the update. Doesn't seem like it's necessarily haunting in Verdansk, so this seems like AI zombies with just seeing how many of them there are and how similar they seem to be. There are several curse chests hidden around the island. They contain power-ups and high-quality items, but can only be unlocked by brave souls who survive a hungry horde. So I assume you go to the event area and then it's like a timer, maybe like a minute, 30 seconds, something like that. Zombies will continuously spawn in the vicinity of that cursed chest. Eliminate them near the chest to harvest wisps. As your collection grows, more difficult waves of zombies will rise to protect their cursed ground. It just seems like you're gonna get third-party like crazy doing this shit. Just remember that the circle collapse can devour you as effectively as the disturbed animated corpses that rise from the cursed soil of Fortune's Keep. Portable redeploy balloons, I like that. I was actually wondering when they were gonna add these or if it was even possible that they could, but yeah, clearly we obviously know what those are. Ever since its release date, the balloons are one of the best quality of life things they have ever put in the game. Consider this a quality of life thing because if these balloons were on Verdansk, for example, and not Caldera, I think it would have made Verdansk a lot more playable than it was. It doesn't necessarily fix all of its issues, but the redeploy balloon only helped. And having a portable one, yeah, that's super helpful. Can be found as a field upgrade or in loot as a contract reward, such as successfully cracking open a supply drop. Able to be deployed anywhere with a clear sky above. Okay, so we'll see if it's really, if that's what they really mean, or if there could be any issue with this, because it's a very big motion. I'm wondering if there's like certain places in rocks or some shit like that that shouldn't necessarily allow you to put the redeploy, and then the redeploy makes you like get pushed into a wall or some crazy shit. I don't know. I could just see some stupid shit like that happening. Somehow people figure out how to become invisible using a redeploy balloon or something like that. I don't know. Armored SUV now has nitro boost. Okay, well, hopefully that's not in solos like anywhere at all. Rebirth Island, battle or become the horde in Rebirth of the Dead. Yep, so Rebirth of the Dead is... Did we have this before? I don't know if we had this before. I know obviously Haunting in Verdansk, but I never really played Rebirth much, so... This obviously looks a lot like Haunting in Verdansk style, though, where you play as the actual zombie, which is really, really fun. So it's just Rebirth with zombies and crazy shit. Vanguard... Oh, shit! Vanguard Zombies camos available in Warzone. Oh, it's beautiful. It's really not, though, but it's gonna be cool because there's no way a lot of people got this. This has to be one of these lowest earn rates of a mastery camo in any Call of Duty. I can almost guarantee, actually, this is the rarest camo that you will see in Warzone that isn't unlocked, tooled, or like camo swapped anyway. Who the fuck sat around and actually unlocked this shit on zombies? Only people that are not okay do this. Those who unlocked Vanguard Zombies camos, including Golden Viper, Plague Diamond, and Dark Aether, can use them in Vanguard weapons in Warzone. Show them off in Rebirth of the Dead or in Caldera and Fortune's Keep. Oh, that's fucking awesome. So that makes a lot of sense right there. Okay, so as you guys know, I have an issue with my account currently where I have unlocked so many things and bought enough bundles. But I haven't bought bundles, like consistently bought bundles in literally like a year and a half. Every single asset that is unlocked on your account adds to that limit that eventually, if you hit that threshold, things start getting weird and camos get locked and you're not allowed to pick them anymore and your account basically doesn't recognize that you have it unlocked. But if you go and buy items out of the store, it starts locking a lot of the camos that you unlocked through hard work, because if you paid money, obviously Activision is gonna prioritize the money thing over what you unlocked. That just makes sense. I would rather that as well. If there was like a true limit issue where this is happening to a shit ton of people, like if it was widespread, basically there's just a limit to how many things that you can have on your account between all of your items, bundles, literally like skins, stickers, all of the camos that you unlock if you're an actual grinder. On Warzone, it takes it from 3 different games and mashes them all into one, so it makes it a lot easier to break that limit. So if you consistently, for example, ended up unlocking all of the camos across all 3 games as well, that's a ton more content on your account than the average player. It's not like getting these camos is a very difficult thing. It's just a time-consuming thing, and just it's a huge abundance of work. It's not that players aren't good enough to unlock this kind of stuff. They just simply don't see it as worth their time. And good. It's not. You made the right decision. Titanium Trials, I don't care. New Vanguard multiplayer map, Desolation, I still don't care. I literally only play like 2 maps in multiplayer. Like literally as soon as they add like the grinder maps, which are just like the super small maps that everyone uses for challenges, I literally play that the entire year. Thing is, it usually takes a little bit before that happens, and I'm already through a good amount of the weapons by the time shipment or whatever the equivalent is, Nuketown, whatever. By the time that drops, I've already made it into a ton of those weapons. People are like, you don't know anything about these other maps because all you do is play literally shipment. It's like, well, I mean, why would I play them though? Especially when half the time I'm not even talking about the game or trying to show off any gameplay. People know how Call of Duty is. For me, the way I've made Call of Duty videos anyway, Call of Duty has, in terms of gameplay for my video, it's always been more related to the topic than the actual gameplay. Call of Duty is usually just like a background thing. And since I've played it for so long, it's super comfy for me. Like, even though literally I could just sit here and upload and do the exact same thing on Fall Guys, rating firepower for improved accuracy and fire rate, the rifle excels in medium and long range engagements. So this might be a new, you know, it might be good, it might not be. Consistently, like, over the past, I don't know how many weapons, I think more often than not, it has been very good off rip. I don't really care much for this blueprint or anything, if this is actually like the blueprint that is going to come with or something, but I'm hoping that the challenge isn't going to be too annoying. If it's this whole 15 completed matches bullshit, and this is the T800, right? Yeah. From the 1991 Terminator 2, got the Judgment Day look. I feel like a lot of people will be running this shit because, I mean, it's dark. There's a T1000. I don't know anyone that would actually want to run around like this. You just look so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, it just looks so stupid with the fucking giant badge on his forehead. This looks much better. Reading that, I'm actually happy I went and got this Dark Aether now. What are the weapons that I'm usually using in Warzone right now? Although we do know a lot of balance changes are coming. So it does make a lot of sense that with them adding all of the assets and items, if anybody did go and play even just a little bit of Vanguard, obviously they're going to transfer over whatever Vanguard camo you ended up unlocking in the zombies mode. If you just tried it one time and got at least one camo, it's going to add assets to your account on that update, which means they raise the limit of how many items you can actually be holding across an entire account by itself, which should, in turn, actually fix my account come Season 4 Reloaded. That makes a ton of sense. Everyone's account limit, their asset limit, the cap is going to be moved up. That makes a ton of sense now. Yeah, also, I unlocked the atomic push knife, so yeah. I mean, unless they buffed some of the sniper rifles or some shit like that, like they fix this one-shot headshot range or buff it or something. Got Dark Aether on the Cooper. So I got it on all the assault rifles except the KG and the Nikita in zombies. So yeah, obviously I did the zombies, like, I don't know at what point, but I definitely don't have it for the Marco or the Blixen. Although, I think the Marco's probably gonna get nerfed. I have a feeling. So there's actually a lot of SMGs I don't have Dark Aether on. I'm not, dude, honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna go back into zombies. That sounds horrible. I even have the PTRS, right? Yeah, I do. The Dark Aether PTRS. This is where it's nice to actually be a person to actually do a lot of the shit that other people really don't want to do. You just make people question why. This is the payoff right here. When they add the shit that I know eventually they'll add it, so I'm just gonna do it now. We do know that these camos end up looking a lot, and I mean a lot different when it comes to looking at it on this game's engine and the lighting and shit, and then looking at it over on Warzone. Sometimes it looks better over on the original game, sometimes it looks even better on Warzone. And sometimes it'll look really good in its base game, and then it'll look absolutely terrible over on Warzone. So for example, this Plague Diamond, I don't think it's gonna look very good. I just don't think the Vanguard diamonds are gonna look good over on Warzone. I feel like it's just gonna look more and more like a plastic, like studded look to it. It won't really look like a diamond. I don't know. And obviously, I mean, maybe our graphical settings would affect how it looks really badly. I don't know. I'm just so happy to be able to potentially see all of my actual work. Obviously, I didn't know, but it took so long to even get that kind of answer, or for them to even figure out that that was actually the issue, which I'd assume they probably didn't expect anybody to actually even hit near that. So I mean, I get it, but again, it's not like I'm the only one. There are multiple people with this issue. They obviously would have fixed it a lot sooner if it was affecting more and more people, but it wasn't. So I mean, I get why it would take so long. I get it. It was just like really frustrating not knowing for how long, like why this is even happening, and like talking with people directly and them not knowing immediately like what it is just kind of like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, honestly though, I mean, maybe the camo grind isn't as bad if you just do it on like Shinonuma, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if anyone has figured this out yet, but I actually think, even though it sucks in comparison to the round base in my opinion, I actually think it's faster to unlock your zombies camos on things like Durong Fang as opposed to Shino Numa round base zombies. Just because you can control the environment of Durong Fang really, really easily. You can get yourself to a certain round and just keep farming that same exact round without ending the round ever. Like, you can do it, you have a lot more control, whereas in round base, the more you survive, the harder and harder and harder that it's gonna get eventually. And unless you're like insanely good, you're gonna spend more time building up those rounds than you are gonna be just farming one particular round in Durong Fang. So while you're on round 30 struggling to get like 2,000 kills, I'm already over that shit on Durong Fang. And I haven't been put in danger at all. I'm literally sitting there watching Master Chef. I remember, this is when people were streaming Master Chef all over Twitch. I remember. Oh, yeah, there was also a Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon or whatever it's called. So I've watched a lot of videos and shit on Game of Thrones, like outside of the actual show and shit, and just like to the books. And all I'm gonna say is, if they actually manage to do all of these Targaryen dragon fight scenes and shit, if they're actually gonna be able to manage to do them correctly, I mean, good luck to them. I mean, that shit'll be crazy. I feel like with the amount of CGI that they're gonna have to use because of the amount of dragons that there will be, or at least that there should be, I don't know, maybe it'll be weird. Maybe they'll like cut down on all the dragon fights and just talk about events or something, or they just won't show a very long fight. I don't know. The guy says the camo itself is shit. Yeah, I know, but you don't have it. Come Warzone 2, I'm gonna have that one. And then I'm gonna have the other one. And then I'm gonna have the... I mean, unless Warzone 2 completely flops and they completely just kill the entire IP of Call of Duty, I'm not stopping. I mean, what the fuck? It just makes so much sense. So you have to understand, for such a long time, before Modern Warfare 2019 and shit, I didn't give a single shit about unlocking camos. I started unlocking camos in Modern Warfare Remastered, which was in like 2016 or something. I was playing Call of Duty for years and years before that. I have literally played every single Call of Duty, some more than others for sure. For the longest time, all I cared about was just hitting clips and just getting sniping clips and making a montage or some shit. That was a really, really, really shitty thing to do all the time. It was really, really stressful. I didn't need to actually prove myself, but it built this unhealthy thing in my head where it felt like I needed to. It didn't make me feel good. I'm proud of the ones that I made for sure. That's a good feeling. I'm proud of them, but it's absolutely not worth it to do. Dude, this moonberry hydration formula is fucking insane. How did I have most captures? I don't even remember going on the objective a single time. I just run around and press R2.